Hey, how are you? My name is Jeremy. I'm going to be reading from this book, Leadership Theory and Practice by Northouse. I'm in chapter 6. This will be the leadership instrument. I'll try to read through everything. Probably won't show the pictures or anything, but I'll read through everything. It'll give you a pretty good idea. Leadership Instrument, Chapter 6, Path Goal Theory, page 133. Because the path goal theory was developed as a complex set of theoretical assumptions to direct researchers in developing new leadership theory, it has used many different instruments to measure the leadership process. The Path Goal Leadership Questionnaire has been useful in measuring and learning about important aspects of path goal leadership and is still used in contemporary research. The questionnaire provides information for respondents on the 4 leadership behaviors: directive, supportive, participative, and achievement-oriented. Respondents' scores on each of the different styles provide them with information on their strong and weak styles and the relative importance they place on each of the styles. To understand the Path Goal Questionnaire better, it may be useful to analyze a hypothetical set of scores. For example, hypothesize that your scores on the questionnaire were 29 for directive, which is high, 22 for supportive, which is low, 21 for participative, which is average, and 25 for achievement-oriented, which is high. These scores suggest that you are a leader who is typically more directive and achievement-oriented than most other leaders, less supportive than other leaders, and quite similar to other leaders in the degree of which you are participative. According to the principles of path goal theory, if your scores match these hypothetical scores, you would be effective in situations where tasks and procedures are unclear and your followers have a need for certainty. You would be less effective in work settings that are structured and unchallenging. In addition, you would be moderately effective in ambiguous situations with followers who want control. Last, you would do very well in uncertain situations where you could set high standards, challenge followers to meet these standards, and help them feel confident in their abilities. In addition to Path Goal Leadership Questionnaire, leadership researchers have commonly used multiple instruments to study path goal theory, including measures of task structure, locus of control, follower expectancies, and follower satisfaction. Although the primary use of these instruments has been for theory building, many of the instruments offer valuable information related to practical leadership issues. Alright, here we go. Path Goal Leadership Questionnaire, page 134. Instructions. The questionnaire contains questions about different styles of path goal leadership. Indicate how often each statement is true of your own behavior. So there is a key. It is 1 through 7, 1 being never and 7 being always. So never, hardly ever, seldom, occasionally. Number 5 is often, 6 is usually, and 7 is always. Never, hardly ever, seldom, occasionally, often, usually, always. Alright, this is a question 1 through 20. I let followers know what is expected of them. Remember the 1 to 7, never or always. I maintain a friendly working relationship with followers. I consult with followers when facing a problem. I listen receptively to followers' ideas and suggestions. I inform followers about what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. I let followers know that I expect them to perform at their highest levels. I act without consulting my followers. I do little things to make it pleasant to be a member of the group. I ask followers to follow standard rules and regulations. I set goals for followers' performance that are quite challenging. I say things that hurt followers' personal feelings. I ask for suggestions from followers concerning how to carry out assignments. I encourage continual improvement in follower performance. I explain the level of performance that is expected of followers. Super important. I help followers overcome problems that stop them from carrying out their tasks. I show that I have doubts about followers' abilities to meet most objectives. I ask followers for suggestions on what assignments should be made. I give vague explanations of what is expected of followers on the job. I consistently set challenging goals for followers to attain. And number 20, I behave in a manner that is thoughtful of followers' personal needs. Number 1 through 7, never or always. Never, hardly ever, seldom, occasionally, often, usually, and always. Scoring. Reverse the scores for items 7, 11, 16, and 18. What? Directive style. Sum of scores on items 1, 5, 9, 14, and 18. Supportive style. Sum of scores of items 2, 8, 11, 15, and 20. Participative style. Sum of scores on question 3, 4, 7, 12, and 17. And number 5, achievement-oriented style. Sum of the scores on 6, 10, 13, 16, and 19. Alright, scoring interpretations, page 135. Directive style. A common score is 23. Scores above 28 are considered high, and scores below 18 are considered low. Supportive style. A common score is 28. Scores above 33 are considered high, and scores below 23 are considered low. Participative style. A common score is 21. Scores above 26 are considered high, and scores below 16 are considered low. Achievement-oriented style. A common score is 19. Scores above 24 are considered high. The scores below 24, below 14, are considered low. Achievement-oriented style. The sum of the scores was 6, 10, 13, 16, and 19. Interesting. A little lower. The scores you received on the Path Goal Leadership Questionnaire provide information about which styles of leadership you use most often and which you use less often. In addition, you can use these scores to assess your use of each style relative to the use of the other styles. Wow, that's good. That is the Path Goal Leadership Questionnaire. That started out on page 133, the leadership instrument. Went to 135. See ya.